Blackburn.
Enterprises.
Blackish.
Very good show.
Very good show.
Very good show.
Nice family show.
Nice family show, yeah.
You can watch it with your kids.
Yeah.
It's about a black ass family. Black biracial family, because Rainbow, she's mixed, right? He's real cute.
I like it a lot. My mom and I watch it, so it's real good.
I love Blackish. My favorite part about Blackish is that it hits on a lot of very important issues, not only in the community, but in black families, in our environment, how we community with our own environment as well.
It definitely doesn't represent all black families. Nothing can represent the totality of black people. Like, we're not a monolith. Okay, we get it.
They add a sense of humor, but you can tell that it's not to draw attention away from the point. The point is still being made. But it is to gradually give it that real effect, because a lot of people do find humor in drama.
I think that the show is very modern, and it's very accurate and relevant, especially to black life.
When you look at Blackish and you see the mother and the father are professionally successful, they have a beautiful home. Dre takes care of his parents.
Yeah.
That's just dope as fuck to see on TV.
TV.
What season are we in of Grownish? We are in.
Oh, wait a minute, what show is this?
I mean, I'm sorry, not Grownish, Blackish. What season is this?
This is season 6.
They have been doing their thing.
They've been around the block.
Yeah.
Blackish to me reminds me of what, the Cosby Show, A Different World, those type of shows that educated us back in the day. We probably wasn't realizing it back then, but now we definitely are. Because even when I was watching In Living Color, they be dropping jewels and stuff like that in some of those funny episodes, but that's what it reminds me of.
Yeah,
Watch
but I
with your
do
granny.
like the Cosby Show. Do you like the Cosby Show
Get you
feel?
a little Cosby Show vibe. Maybe Fresh Prince kind of,
Yeah, I can see that.
Nice family vibe.
Yeah.
Nice show.
It reminds me of when it comes to Blackish.
And I'll say that they took the example and the motto of Bill Cosby, and they took it a step further, because Cosby would kind of,
Ride the fence a little.
Yeah, ride the fence or just kind of skate by issues sometimes.
Yeah.
But Blackish just kind of takes it on head first, and I don't think you can do that unless, Cosby, Family Matters, Jamie Foxx, Martin, all of those shows come first, and then you see, we're gonna start telling our truth.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate that they've gone there, and they're doing it on a major network.
The plot for this season, and I think we're in season 4, basically they had a new kid. Junior, which is the oldest, he's like the caregiver of the child, because Rainbow, which is the mom, and Dre, which is the dad, I don't even think, I can't recall him ever caring for the child, which is very accurate.
Marsai Martin.
Yeah.
Who else?
Junior.
Yeah, Junior. What's Junior's name?
I don't know.
I can't think of Junior's name.
I really don't remember too much of the show, but I do remember that Andre was a bum. I do remember that. Yeah, but it was, and then the oldest daughter, she went off because she's in Grownish.
Right, that's how I got onto Blackish, is through Grownish.
I got onto Grownish from Blackish. So
would their older daughter be counted as a special guest? She's like she's in a spinoff now, so she's really not on the show.
Yara
Shahidi, so she can be a special guest, kinda.
One of my favorite characters is Zoe, because she kind of don't care. She just is living the best life mentally, which is what we're all supposed to be doing, being present. It's we don't even recognize that her character is really present. She's not focused on tomorrow or yesterday. She's making mistakes along the way. She's learning from them and she's moving forward. I do like how they added a spin-off for her school, for her going to college, because that's one of my favorite shows. Grownish is hilarious to me.
Zoe, Junior, and the 2 twins, okay? they're all awesome, and they take you on different journeys of being a teenager and a kid in this day and age.
A junior's trying to get himself together. He dropped out of college. That's a big one.
Yeah, so when you're in your early teens or late teens, early 20s,
yeah,
you're trying to figure out your life.
Mm-hmm. I like it. I think the show is hilarious.
It is.
I love the fact that they, so they have these kids, like you said, they look mixed. Mm-hmm. The one daughter, Diane, is a little darker than the others. Yep. And they don't act like that's not happening.
Yeah.
They actually talk about it. They had a whole episode about Diane's hair. I thought it was brilliant. Yeah. Because in the end, it wasn't like she was just like, you know what, I'm natural for life. Her mom was like, do what works best for you. And I love that. We need to stop shaming folks for making decisions that's best for them. Whether you want to be natural, creamy cracked out, whatever you want to do, whatever helps you get up and get to work on time, do that.
Boom.
We also talk about black women's hair. Obviously, black women's hair is definitely important when it comes to black women. So that was definitely a topic.
And also, did you know that Anthony Anderson and Lawrence Fishburne, who are stars of the show, they're also executive producers?
I didn't know that.
They are, and so I think ABC gives them a lot of latitude and lets them run the show the way they want.
Then we have Dre. He comes from Compton.
Okay, I love when Dre gets mad, like at the kids, especially when Diane, when they had the episode of, it was basically being biased, like towards girls and guys, and she posed the picture and he went off on her, and it was so funny, but it was true that the little boy made the same picture and whatever, but I think it's hilarious when he goes off on them and they're just looking at him like, okay, are you done?
Dre is always adding that humor, but his points are always very well made. Sometimes I do like the fact that his character is on the selfish side because men tend to be that way without knowing it, and it probably magnifies that a little bit much.
When he cries. It's always the funniest thing, like when his feelings are hurt. Oh, it's just so comedic.
Now they live in a nice neighborhood, but Dre is conflicted on being where he is and where he was, and he's trying to find a balance with that throughout his life, is being married to Bo. Now, overall, it's a great thing, but sometimes when you get up to that stage, you can't beat yourself up. You made it. You made it where you are, and you're successful. So deal with it.
Dre was like the typical like black man in my opinion, because if Rainbow had a problem, it was her problem. He didn't step in until like he had that epiphany throughout the show, and I like that they talked like directly to the audience like about it, like, oh, this is what she meant. Which in my mind, I think that's what a lot of black men do. Like they have that epiphany, like, oh, this is what she was talking about. And so I think that the dynamic of the parental unit on the show was very good.
I think they have great chemistry together. Like if you didn't know that they wasn't married in real life, I mean, clearly not married in real life, you would think that they would be married in real life. It's so cute. Yeah.
Rainbow Johnson.
Rainbow. You gonna say Rainbow before Anthony Anderson?
Cause it's a girl power. You know it.
Shout out to the girls.
Yeah.
I like Rainbow. I really do. She has a special place in my heart.
I like Rainbow always makes a lot of good valid points, more in the rationale direction, logically, to the subject matter.
I think that Rainbow is one of the best characters, especially as a mother figure, because she's not only like raising her children, but she's trying to incorporate her life and their life into things, and it's more of like the step into your world type of parenting instead of just the do what I say and not as I do parenting. And I think that's important.
Rainbow's dialogue about the severity of COVID against health professionals. We all pay attention to the death rate and the effects that it has on our whole as a country, but the healthcare community is being literally drip dry. Their energy, their capacity to continue to hold their ethics and morals, because against them is another direction, which is political. And nobody's remembering them.
Plus,
Things
I
like
mean,
that.
it's Tracy Ellis Ross. What character do you not like?
Cause she just
a baddie. She is one of the strongest female black actors.
it's Joan.
She is. She's girlfriend.
Well, we had girlfriends come this.
Yes, they had the girlfriends. Yes, they had all the
Yep.
girlfriends. That was a big episode.
That was a big episode.
There was a lot.
Girlfriends in there.
You're right.
I
They
didn't see
did
it.
come. Yes, because they were talking about protesting and all that. Well, not protesting, but they were helping out Diane.
And then they had that mother-in-law daughter hate relationship, which was very entertaining the whole time. And
then the wife, she always played the mama.
Oh, you talking about the mama?
Yeah, she always the mama.
She always somebody's mama.
She's mama and everywhere.
She is mama.
Yeah.
Or auntie.
Auntie.
Or granny.
That's it.
Yeah.
Ruby. Yeah, Ruby. Ruby, she's like a traditional black mother.
Yes.
And she's almost like if black motherhood had like a Bible, she was like a Bible thumping traditional black mom. And it was so interesting.
Jennifer, she's hilarious. The movie, the show wouldn't be the same
Without Jennifer Lewis.
No.
She's that lovely dash of chaos.
You know, hood, ratchet mama. You know, that is a good old grandmother for real. But she has class about it, you know. And I really like that about her. You know, she reminds me of my grandmother. You know, classy and sassy. You know what I'm saying?
She is definitely the other side of the family. You know, like you have that one side of the family, she's that.
But you're always hoping that they'll come.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're like, woo, that was a lot. But please, at least it was something. Please come back.
Also, how about what's your boy name?
Lawrence Fishburne.
Yeah, Lawrence Fishburne. I was gonna say Morpheus.
Yeah, no, he is definitely not on the Morpheus days.
He's always he's gonna be Morpheus. That's who Lawrence Fishburne is.
Bro, Raven Simone comes, like, you know.
Yeah, here or there.
Somebody, Raven Simone.
Yeah, Raven Simone. It was his sister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jill Scott.
My name is J-I-F-L. That's Jilly from the Philippines. I love Jill Scott.
Then they had Jill Scott. She did the
Jill Scott
hair.
did what they did. Yeah, they did kind of like a musical. Yeah.
Oh, who was the uncle the cousin that came? Remember when they
Was
were
it Mike Epps?
No.
Talk about black man and black man's inability to show emotion.
Rashida was in this as well.
Rashida.
Did she play her sister?
So I like let's see, Deon Cole.
Deon Cole.
Yeah,
Yep.
he's a comedian.
funny.
He slept on. I mean,
Yes, he is.
He's one of those people that is not getting. I don't think gets his props for being as funny as he is.
Right.
Like he's hilarious, and his character, the character he plays on the show, is every single episode always has something funny to say.
Yeah,
So,
he does.
I always like when they magnify Rainbow's family, because we live with Dre's family all the time. So one of my favorite character bring in is when her mom and her brother are a part of the show, because this is a dynamic of the actual whole family and where she comes from.
shout out to Kenya Barris.
Kenya Barris.
So he's got a couple of things going on his list with Blackish and also Black AF
And Grownish.
and Grownish
And Mixedish.
and Mixish.
Grownish and Mixish.
Are they gonna do the oldish one or whatever it's called?
Of course, they have all the greats that pop up on their show. So they're like two of the greatest actors in the community. So Anthony Anderson and Tracy Ellis Ross have ties to so many celebrities. They're always a guest that you can enjoy on the show.
Kenya Barris, he's doing it.
Yeah. He had an honorable mention back in the back.
He did have an honorable mention.
Blackish.
Yeah.
I love seeing black families on shows and being displayed in a positive light, and they still tackling real life issues of what's going on in the world, from what's in the workplace, as a woman, as a man, as kids growing up. I love that type of representation of black families.
The older generation trying to find love. We talk about that.
Okay. Old people need love too, Craig.
That's it. That's no mine.
I think that the show is very like modern and it's very accurate and relevant, especially to Black life. And then it also intertwines with interracial relationships and couples and families, because I think that they had an episode with Diane about like her skin color and being a different tone.
The dark skin versus light skin.
Yeah.
I did see that episode.
That was like one of my favorite episodes, because like Dre was trying to be on like the darker side, and they was like, "You're not with us. You kind of paper bag light," and that was like an issue that a lot, even now, a lot of people
paper bag test.
That, and it's a real thing.
I like the work dynamic that Dre has too with his coworkers, and they talk about how the white older men view Black people and what we do. Like it was one episode about the children losing their virginity and the difference between how you react with the girl and the boy.
Yeah, I remember that. I don't know if that was this season.
It wasn't this season, but they always are. He's always bringing what's happening at home to work, and then they give like a different aspect, or a different perspective. One thing about Blackish is it speaks to a lot of Black families who are pretty integrated into white society. Mm-hmm. Like a lot of us live in Black neighborhoods and go to Black schools, and there's nothing wrong with that. But there's a good amount of Black people that go to white schools. They work with mostly white people. They live in white neighborhoods. And so you see these kids, go to private school, and Dre, working with these mostly white people. But he is himself, he tells them the off. Like literally, I'm like, how is he still employed?
I like the subject matter that they weave in, because even though like it's like a family show, they make sure to push in subjects that are important to Black people, like Black women's hair, like fatherhood and the importance of a father being there in a child's life.
A lot of people learned about Juneteenth from watching.
They don't want to admit it. Yeah, that went down when it was Juneteenth. Then it was like all the Juneteenth
That's
pride.
true.
I mean,
nobody can take that from them. And whether people want to admit it or not, your Black ass learned about Juneteenth for the first time watching Blackish.
I think it's a very functional, dysfunctional family. Like, it's every day. It is definitely hits a point for every Black family. Like, is in that family. Is in that family. Everyone.
I really like the show. I think that it's a relevant show, especially for our culture.
We don't have any dislikes, but some people.
America might.
America. like they feel like it's Blackish. They feel like it should be called mixed-ish because of the way
the family dynamic. But
how they look.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's based off of Kenya Barrett's family though. His wife is biracial,
and
biracial people are still Black.
Right.
Contrary to belief.
That's an argument. You're gonna ruffle some feathers with
that
one.
Well, now Blackish gets a lot of criticism, mainly because they feel like it's digestible for white people. But I personally feel like, it's things that I would want white people to see. Like, y'all be ignorant as hell sometimes.
Yeah. Sometimes the storylines seems the same to me sometimes. It doesn't really venture off too far left or too far right.
I think people try to pick and choose what's Black and what's considered Black, so they have an issue with that. And because this is a family show, some people have an issue with it being a family show. Like every show is not gonna be bang bang shoot 'em up, or
that's
you know
what
what I'm
they
saying,
think we can do. That's
or
all we know how to do.
right, you know what I'm saying. This is a nice family show. I think some people can't deal with that, but
it is what it is.
It is what it is.
They try to be safe with a lot of things, so they can appeal to both sides of America, Caucasian, African Americans. But overall, I think it's beneficial because they did have mixes and grownish.
Let's see, where should Blackish be on the list? I feel like that it would just miss the top 5. So I feel like it would be like
6.
I feel like it would be like 6.
Yeah,
4.
3, 4.
That's our Black TV shows
Of 2020?
I can do a strong 7.
Ooh, that's strong. Ooh.
Let's see here. You know, talk about different issues for the modern family.
Blackish is such a great television show. I definitely know it's in the top 5.
I think so too. I think it's probably about 6 or 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say like a 7.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it doesn't go all the way to the bottom.
7, 6.
I agree. I would say like
It's a good show,
7.
but it's not like I have to see this every time it comes on. That's Lovecraft Country. It's good, clean fun. It's something I can watch with everybody. So I like it. See, mine's on the higher end because I can watch it with everybody, and that's a show that I enjoy. That I can be with my kids, my mom, and I don't have to like hide it.
Okay, I'm gonna give it about. I give it about a 5.
Maybe 5. I'll put it at 5. Solid. Maybe 4. 4 or 5. That would be the only 2 spots.
Hey!
What? Hey. There's some haters in the camp. It's okay. I mean, that's fine. It's okay.
This is my victory dance.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
All right.
On the nose.
On the nose. Hey.
We need to go on a show or something.
Listen,
Where's our guest?
Steve Harvey.
Where's our guest? Good answer. Good answer.
Man, I have intuition, okay? What's going on? Hey, I put you up one, okay? So giving me props.
Oh, wow. Wow. That's crazy.
I mean, there's only gonna be more. We're good at this. We're so good at this.
It's not fine. I will not drop them lower than 5. Not Blackish.
How I gets down.
Yes.
I got it. I does this. I does it.
They probably the one to bring power, what, 2?
Right. These are the same people born in the 90s.
Hey, all the black shows, 1 through 10. Hey, bring them on. Many more to come. Blackburn, Enterprise. It's all love, baby. It's your boy, Mr. Ayo. Old school, baby. See you later.